were traveling from Heber down to Richfield to my cousin's house, and we were in this big old Cadillac. So this is back before seatbelt days, and so there were I think there were 8 of us in the car, and I was on the floorboard because I was the youngest and smallest at the time, and I had a blanket over me, and unbeknownst to any of us, as our muffler was leaking, and they had the blanket over me, and so it was kind of trapping in, and there was a crack they found out later on the floorboard. Like I said, it was an older Cadillac, and by the time we got to Richfield, luckily it was only that short of a jaunt, because any longer than that probably would have killed me. So when it came time when we pulled up, I got out of the car, and they said it took me a little bit to wake me up, is that's what carbon monoxide will just kind of slowly lull you into just sleeping forever. So I got up and I was kind of hunched over. I remember that vividly, and I was going towards the front door, and they had a water barrel on the right side of the door, and I remember being hunched over and bong, smacking my head on that, and my mom's like, "What? Are you okay? Or what's going on?" I said, "I don't know, I don't feel very good." And then I started going up their split level home, their carpeted stairs, and just passed out. So I was out for quite a while, and they didn't know what to think, if it was, who knows. So they never checked me for it. So when you have carbon monoxide, it stays in your bloodstream for a long period of time. It used to be back then, they'd put you in a hyperbaric chamber and try and push, because it's in your cells and it displaces oxygen, so that it tries to push it out of your system. So for a long time I had effects that if I got excited, angry, because I was 8 and I had older brothers, or 9 years old and had older brothers, they would actually taunt me, and I would pass out. Every time they would do something like that, I'd get my energy level up. I'd just pass out. So about the next year and a half. So there's my story on it. It's very unsafe. I've had friends die from carbon monoxide, so it's very serious for me.